Alright, hello. So today we got a piece of gear that we're going to review. It's the Leatherman Raptor, and what it is a more marketed for medical professionals. They're a pair of shears. The features are obviously shears, and then on the shears you have a 5 centimeter measuring tape. You have a seatbelt cutter and this is an O2 tank key. You have a ring cutter as well as a glass breaker here. These are the features that come on the Raptor. It also folds up with a pocket clip, and I really like this because I usually carry a knife, so I'm not opposed to the weight at all, and I use these things quite often at my work. In addition to the pocket clip, you have this holster it comes with, which is just a paddle. It slides into your pants or whatever you have. It fits in like such, or in its folded version, fits into the holster again like that. Generally speaking, I don't use the holster. I just find that holster is annoying. It's not easy to really get the shears out either. So mostly I use this to cut dressings off, gate belts. I don't really use the ring feature. I'm not in the emergency room. I do use this here hook, the seatbelt cutter, to cut gowns and gate belts, which I'll demonstrate. And then we have the O2 tank turn, which is useful because on my floor sometimes we get a patient that's going home on oxygen and then they don't have the key, and you have to wait around for 20 minutes or so for the person to just get the key, which is annoying. And then if you're cutting off dressings and they have a wound and you need to measure it, this, I know you can't really see it. Oh, there, you can kind of see it now. This comes in handy because you can measure the wound. So we're just going to demonstrate. These are the gate belts, or a section of the gate belt that we use. It's actually pretty tough, and these are the scissors that they have. These things are dinky, and they don't really do the job well. So if you're cutting the gate belt, or gown or anything like a tough fabric, it takes a minute to do, versus if we use the shears, cuts right through. Another thing we can use the belt cutter too if you want. You're supposed to cut it like at an angle, not go straight down, but at an angle like such. And that looks like this. There you go. So that's that. And for the shear part, just because people might use it as such, I'm going to sacrifice the t-shirt. Here's the regular scissors. Actually, they're doing pretty good, actually. That's actually surprising. So regular scissors aren't doing too bad, but let's see how well the shears do. Put that here. The shears can glide through it, as you can see here, or you can take your hook, if you want, go from the top. I don't know if you can see this, and then work your way down. So I just cut through that entire thing using the seatbelt cutter, which is a nice feature to have. I'll put that aside. Alright, the last thing that I'm going to show you, and this is actually why I bought it. I was doing a dressing change and I realized that our scissors weren't that great. On my leg it's not that fine because my leg's small, but when you have these patients that are like 300 to 400 pounds, so bloated with water they cannot move, it's a real pain in the butt to lift up their leg just to take a dressing off. It takes like 2 people just to take a dressing off. So if you can cut it off, it saves a lot of time, a lot of effort. So I was trying to cut the dressing off with these scissors, and this is what's pretty much happening. Like, they suck, essentially. Then you get your shears here, and then they make short work of it, which saves you a lot of time and a lot of effort. Believe me, sometimes it's nice having nice tools to help you out. And then after that, you know, if there's a wound, that you can measure it. So that was the issue that I was like, I should probably invest in some nice shears, and that's why I got the Raptor from Leatherman. I'm really happy with it, and I would highly recommend it. I've never really used the emergency features on it, like the glass breaker or the ring cutter, but my floor's not an emergency floor, so there's really no need for it. Touch up on the ring cutter. We messed around with it on my floor when we were bored one day, and we found that if it's a hard metal like steel, it doesn't do so well, but if it's soft metal like gold or silver, it'll do fine. Just to kind of demonstrate. Again, soft metals it'll work, but harder metals we found it was ineffective. But again, I don't use that feature as much, but maybe for some EMT or something that's going to be a deal breaker, but that's what I found. So again, that was the Leatherman Raptor. I got this for around $50, but I think it's like $70 or so. But I got some coupons and stuff. And then one other thing that I thought was kind of cool is, like, once you pull it out of your pocket, if you're used to like having a knife, if you push it a little bit, you can have your one-hand deployment option, which I thought was kind of cool. I just found that out last night that I could do that. Oh, that one was a bad one. You gotta flick it kind of hard. So like this, and boom, one-hand deployment. Yeah. So there's your shears. Hope you guys like the video. If you like these reviews, just like or leave a comment.